really loud. I want to start off by actually acknowledging the lives that were lost in Orlando last night. And we're ready for a change. We're here to effectuate that change. Okay? And so I just want to offer a prayer and a blessing for the families that lost loved ones. Over 50 people were killed last night in Orlando. If you don't know anything about it, more than 50 were actually injured. And they're considering this the biggest mass terrorist shooting since Sandy Hook, when we lost 27 people in 2012. So right now, infinite presence, we just thank you for these families. We thank you for the victims that have contributed their love and their offering of life, and that have moved on and transitioned into the next experience. For they are not the ones that are left behind with this grief and this pain. And we just thank you that this is an opportunity for us as a nation, as a country, as a world, as a planet, as a community as a whole, to come together and to understand that we are all here contributing to this being, this beneficial presence on the planet through our own love. We bless these families, and we send them peace and healing energy right now. And so it is. In Eckhart Tolle's book, kind of fits into my message this morning about joy. The topic of my message today is transformative joy in the power of expectancy. And I wanted to share something that Eckhart Tolle had wrote in his book. The title of this book is called A New Earth, which we just prayed about, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. And my mother came to me this morning. I had been in meditation all evening and had not heard about what had happened in Orlando until this morning, and she shared that with me. And it just kind of really appropriately fit directly into my message, including the fact that the book that I chose to bring to you this morning said something about healing an earth, a new earth. But in his book, he says on page 213, The Joy of Being, he says, unhappiness or negativity is a disease on our planet. What pollution is on the outer level is negativity on the inner. It is everywhere, not just in places where people don't have enough, but even more so where they have more than enough. It is that surprising to you? No, he says. The affluent world is even more deeply identified with form, more lost in content, more trapped in ego. People believe themselves to be dependent on what happens for their happiness. This is to say, dependent on form. They don't realize that what happens is the most unstable thing in the universe. It changes constantly. They look upon the present moment as either marred by something that has happened and shouldn't have, or as deficient because of something that has not happened but should have. And so they miss the deeper perfection that is inherent in life itself, a perfection that is always already here, that lies beyond what is happening or not happening beyond form. Accept the present moment and find the perfection that is deeper than any form and untouched by time. The joy of being, which is the only true happiness, cannot come to you through any form, possession, achievement, person, or event. Through anything that happens, that joy cannot come to you ever. It emanates from the formless dimension within you, from consciousness itself, and thus is one with you and who you are. So that's what Eckhart Tolle says. Marianne Williams adds to that. She says, joy is what happens to us when we allow ourselves to recognize how good things really are. And then finally, Helen Keller says, joy is the holy fire that keeps our purpose warm and our intelligence aglow. Most people tell you that joy and happiness are the same things. I have a little bit of a different concept about joy. My concept about joy is that joy is the love of the presence of the power that lives within you. That is where it comes from. Like Marianne says, Helen Keller says, it is the holy fire. It's what sparks happiness. They're two totally different things. See, joy is not a choice. Joy is something that is. Happiness is a choice. It's something you choose to partake of. That's something you can choose to be sad or choose to be happy in the midst of sadness. When we're wearing those masks and we put on that smile and we go out into the public and we say, oh, everything is fine, even though on the inside we're hurting really, really bad. We're choosing to show forth happiness. That's not joy. Now, I'm going to give you a demonstration of touching stone to joy. You want to see what that is?
Yes. Yes.
Think of a baby you do not know. Maybe somebody in the grocery store, not your baby, not somebody that you're related to. You do not know this child at all. And you see the child and you're like, oh, what a cute baby. And then the baby looks at you and does this. What was that you just laughed about? What was that feeling?
Joy.
Did it feel like happiness?
No.
That's joy. Where did it come from?
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
The baby is still connected to the one mind. It knows nothing else. It can't talk. All it knows how to do is show joy. And we always do that. Whenever we see a baby do that, we go, oh. That's joy. That's what comes from within you, and it connects to everything that's out there. That's the transformative power of joy. I mean, in that moment when you saw that baby, no matter how depressed you were, no matter how angry you were, no matter how much everything was going on negative in your experience, when that baby smiled at you, what did you feel?
Joy.
No matter what was going on. Now, how could that possibly be possible? Now, imagine taking that transformative joy that you felt in that moment and applying it to the expectancy of having something powerful happen in your life in the midst of whatever is negative that's going on. Imagine being able to use that transformative power over here to transform whatever is going on that is negative in your experience. And if you can't bring it forth, all you got to do is think about the baby. Well, the baby, yeah. Oh, you know what? It's not that bad. I'm going to get through it. The baby's not worried about it. Hey, that's mommy's job. I get to do joy all day. That's mommy's job. Mommy got to buy the groceries. Mommy got to do all this other stuff. Well, guess what? Mother God is here to hold you. Father God is here to hold you. All of that is mommy's job. All of paying the rent and the bills and the whatever negative is going on, my family and this and whatever you got going on in your expression, guess what? That's mommy's job. That's mommy's job. That's daddy's job. Who's mommy, daddy? Mother, father, God? That's God's job. God fixes this. I get to practice the transformative power of having joy resident in my life right now because I know that I'm connected with this one powerful presence that does nothing all day but feel joy. Joy is that fire that ignites happiness. When I go and I share the joy of this baby that I just saw and I share it with somebody else, they get joy too. It's contagious. It's contagious. And then you sit and you laugh about this baby. Oh, I had that happen. Oh, yeah. And it ignites happiness because now we're having a conversation about something that makes us happy. We're here to be a beneficial presence on the planet. We cannot continue to suck in all of the negative energy, all of the negative things that are going on. Like Eckhart Tolle says, it's a disease on the planet. It's what's fueling people to do the things like what happened in Orlando this morning. Like what happened at Sandy Hook. What's happening in our own homes, the negative activity that's going on in our own personal experiences. We cannot buy into this because this is not what God is all about. If we're practicing the transformative power of joy from within ourselves to bring about the passion of life, it's going going to heal the pain. It's going to heal the suffering. It's going to empower you with new ideas and new understanding that life is good. Reverend Michael says that all the time. He says, life is good. And it is. All of the negative stuff is not what we're here for. That stuff happens because we haven't learned how to practice the transformative power of our good. We haven't learned how to practice being in that joyful state and presence on a daily basis. And when we can't feel it, we can think about the baby. When we can't feel it, we can go into the meditative state. And we say, you know what? The bubbles of noise that are going on in my head, those don't really exist. Those are just noise. I can take the breath and I can blow those away and I can feel the peace and the calm and the spirit. And I know that in that calm, still place, I can find the power within me that's going to ignite my joy, that's going to come forth and birth present. It's going to bring me. So when you meet people, you're like, how are you? How are you? How are you? I'm fine. How are you? And when you meet people with that presence, don't they greet you back with that too? That's joy. That's the transformative power of the joy that lives within you, the joy of your soul. The Holy Text says, may the joy of the Lord be full within you. The word Lord in the Holy Scriptures means law, L-A-W. So when you see the word Lord, it's not talking about a person. It's talking about the law, the universal law of the universe. Okay? May the joy of the law be filled within you. The joy of the law being filled within you is for you to live a purpose-filled life filled with all good manifest in your experience. All good, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The Holy Scripture says, may the joy of the Lord be your strength. Your strength? How can the joy of the law be my strength? The joy of the law becomes your strength when you understand how it works in your life. It is done unto you as you believe it to be done. So if you're believing your experience is a total negative spiral downwards, guess what's going to continue to happen to you? Because the law doesn't know anything good or bad. All it knows is to do. If I plant an apple seed in the ground and I want an orange tree, I can't be mad at the ground because it gave me an apple tree. All it knows is to do. And that's how the universe works. So it's done unto you as you believe. As you plant that seed into the womb of the universal consciousness, it's going to come forth. It's going to spiral downward and downward and downward and downward until you crash and you come back to the understanding that there is a joy in your soul. There is a joy that is there. There is the presence of the God that lives within you, that loves you, that is enjoying living as you. There is nothing wrong with you. You were born perfect, whole, and complete from the very, very beginning. Nothing's missing. Nothing ever was. Why would God create you imperfect and be you? Can somebody understand that? Can somebody really understand how God can create something imperfect and be it? What about God is imperfect? If you are one with this powerful presence, one with it, and you are, God is having an individual experience as you. What is your name right now? Say, God is having an individual experience as, come on.
Pauline. Jessica.
Come on. God is having an individual experience as,
Jessica.
God is having an individual experience as,
Jessica.
one more time, but I can't really hear you. You know I talk loud. Y'all gotta talk louder than me. God is having an individual experience as, much better. Because God is having an individual experience as Diva, as Patricia, as Jessica, as Reverend Jeff, as Dr. BJ, as Reverend Austin, as each and every one of you. God is having that experience, and there is nothing imperfect about God, so there is nothing imperfect about you. Not nothing. Oh, but I got this little ailment right here. I got this little ailment right here. You don't understand, Diva, because I got financial issues. You don't understand, Diva, because I got issues at home. You don't understand, Diva, because my child is mentally retarded. You don't understand, Diva. No, I understand. I understand that God is having an experience as you. That ailment right there, that's a disease, which Eckhart Tolle was talking about. It's a disease. It is your body saying, there is something going on that you need to allow to heal here. You need to allow joy to come forward. You need to allow love to be expressed. You need to allow it to happen. And guess what? The healing energy will just appear. Some of you were here when Reverend Keith was here, right?
Yes.
I love Reverend Keith. He's so animated. He's more animated than me. But Reverend Keith says, when you are not loving a part of you, that's when you see the disease. So I was telling my mother the other day, I said, I'm getting these little scars here from, picking these little hairs out of my face. I have to go to a dermatologist. I need some bleaching going on, get these little scars out of my face and whatever. And I remember what Reverend Keith said. And I said, oh my God, I'm not loving this place. There's a part of me I'm not loving, and it's turning out not so good because it needs my love. You gotta love you. You gotta love you to wholeness. You know those cells in your body, they're like, I'm ready to reproduce and make another cell, and I'm healing this, and I'm doing that, and this is how your body is working. And then you're telling your body, oh no, but I'm sick right here in my back. Oh no, but I'm sick right here in my arm. Oh no, I'm sick right here in my... So your cells say, you know what? The person up there said that we were supposed to be sick, you guys, so stand down. Nothing about you is here to be sick. Everything about you is here to be perfect, whole, and complete, and you're here to have an opportunity in this presence, in this life, to demonstrate just that. That's what you're here for. You're here in this experience to demonstrate God. You are here to demonstrate that in your personal experience. You're here to demonstrate that as a community. You're here to demonstrate that as an infectious opportunity upon the planet in order to heal things like what happened this morning in Orlando. To heal those people that are hurting so bad that they have to hurt other people. That's what we're here for. And we can do that through our transformative joy. We can do that through the power of expecting goodness to happen every day. Reverend Michael says, did you get up this morning and say, ooh, this is going to be a good day? Or did you get up this morning and say, oh, okay, I'm moving through. It's going to happen some kind of way. I'll just be glad when we get to tomorrow. Well, what if tomorrow doesn't come? What if your time is up? What if your number is up today? What if you get in an accident today and you're not here tomorrow? What if you were one of those people that were in Orlando that got shot this morning? What if something like that were to happen? Transition is not a horrible thing. We're moving to a glory to another space. But guess what? Neither is life. Life is not a horrible thing either. I have an acronym about life. L.I.F.E. Whenever you read any of my stuff, you'll see L-I-F-E in an acronym. And it means living in full expectancy. You are here to live your life in full expectancy of all good, knowing that everything is coming to you as good, no matter what it is that you're moving through. You don't stop in the valley of the darkness of death. You just keep on walking. You keep on walking. Nothing says lay down and die in the valley. It says walk through the valley of death. You got to keep walking. And if you can't do it by yourself, you have the touchstone to your joy. If that means you got to remember the baby. I bet every time you guys see a baby now, you're going to just have 3 times more joy, right? Yeah. Oh my God, Diva said that. Oh, look at that baby. Oh my God. you just touched on that joy, and then you go back into, let's see, I gotta have this much money to pay this. Oh my God, I forgot to pay that. Oh my God, my kid needs some shoes. Oh no, I forgot to put a deposit in the bank. Oh no, I gotta go over here and have this argument with this girl. I don't really like her. She gets on my nerves. She makes me sick. You know, you let all this spiral of all this other junk steal your joy. It stole you away. You gotta operate in that transformative place. That transformative place. And even when you're not capable of finding it, touch on to something that gave you joy. What gave you joy? Find a memory that gave you joy. Find something that gave you joy. And use that transformative power to take you to another level, to remember that you are born perfect, whole, and complete, here to live life, living in full expectancy of all good, always, knowing that it's coming forth through you. It's not coming to you from out here. It comes through you. You attract it to you. You bring it to you. And that's good or bad. Holy text says, choose this day, choose life or choose death. Which one are you choosing? Are you choosing life or are you choosing death? You got to have transformative joy moving in your experience so that you are in a position to move in that expectant power, knowing that it's transforming all pain, it's transforming all suffering, is transforming all the negatives that are going on in your experience. And it's bringing you into that enlightenment of happiness and the transcendence of life, pressed down, shaken together in the all good that you deserve to live. Infinite power, we know right now. We know right now in this moment as the band comes forward, we know that all is good and perfect in our life. We just thank you right now, Infinite Power. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you for the opportunity to live and to grow and to allow the presence of God to just be in our experience. To allow. We know that we're here to allow God. We allow the presence of God to do what it does in our life. We allow love to come forth. We allow the joy that is within to transform us in each and every cell in our body. So that we're giving forth, which is forgiveness. We're giving forth. We're forgiving. We're forgiving in advance. That's what forgiveness is. We're forgiving in advance. We're allowing it to come forth. We know right now in this moment that all that exists is the one power, this divine healing presence that lives within us as us. We know right now that each and every one of us is a beneficial presence on the planet. That we're here by divine purpose, by divine plan. There is no mistake about each of us being here. We're here to demonstrate the allness and the goodness of God. We have the ushers come forward right now. Please prepare your offering while we partake of this wonderful music. And remember that you're giving not just to Soul Church. You're giving out of your need for more love, your need for healing, your need for all that you desire to happen in your experience. You're giving out of your need. Your gifts benefit not just the church, but they're really truly benefiting you. I cannot begin to tell you how much God will open your life. right now, we just bless the people as they bring forth their offerings, knowing that God is moving through them and blessing them to give forth, to give out of their need in the support of this church. And we know that the church continues to give back to them. We thank you right now, Infinite Power, for this opportunity to